So two things I can't survive without. So both foils. So this one was just a cheapie at the Corn service station, $11, but it's just a blue tarp with the foil, which is great. So I just put hair ties on the ends of it, and I can drape that over my motorbike to reflect the sun off it. These just loop onto the indicators or anywhere on the bike. So I put them on all the corners to make it easy to latch up, and makes a great footprint for the tent. And when I want to pack up at the tent site, if there's wet ground or sandy ground or muddy ground, it's perfect for packing all your gear on. And so simply this foil and that foil just fold up, and they sit in between my Adventure Moto 8-litre fuel bag and my top bag. And then the straps just go straight over the top and secures it in. So it's quick release. When I get to site, that's the first thing that comes out, chuck it on the ground so I can, you know, put all my stuff on it and set up easily. So, top bag. What's in the top bag? So I have two outside pockets on my top bag. So in this side pocket, I have my Cedar Summit head fly net, my Cedar Summit 10-litre pocket shower bag, some spare carabiner clips, spare pull-down, tied-down straps, the 40 denier stocking for filtering water after I've treated it with the UV light, some more paracord, my bungee 5-metre cord with clips already on it, just my backpack waterproof and fly waterproof little covers, I've just kept them, and a spare lid in case I lose one of the lids off my water bottles, which I have done in the past, so I keep a spare. Then in this front pack, I've got a packet of wipes, lots of tissues, the two ever handy pegs, and my pepper spray. So they go in the front pack. So now in the main body, let me show you what's in the main body of my top bag. There's my combined air mattress, sleeping bag, fitted sheet, air pillow. Then my main clothes. Then my camp clothes. Then the knick-knack bag that's got my weatherproof gloves, my chamois towel, the SW Motec sack, all those knick-knack spare gloves. That's my little lunchbox where I carry my fruit so that it doesn't get crushed. And there's my tent pegs and poles so they don't get bent. Then that leaves me plenty of room to chuck in the top, very top, my backpack. It's all in, and it's still plenty of room to move, and it's all lightweight stuff. So, and the foil's in here and the bladder there, and they're just simply clipped on the sides. And then I have a lock ready there to lock that anytime I need. That's my entire clothing collection, and they fit into these two thin bags. So I always put the bottoms in one side and tops in the other side, and this is the current stuff that I'll wear when I get to camp and just get comfy. So 2 pairs of lycra leggings and a pair of tracky pants, a polar fleece top and a hoodie wind cheater, quite a thin one, 3 pairs of sports bra tops, 4 pairs of Kathmandu top of the range wool socks, 8 pairs of G-bangers, they take up no room at all, 3 pairs of tank tops, pair of shorts, a little jumpsuit, 1 piece, 3 t-shirts, 1 Heat Tech long sleeve hoodie and 2 Heat Tech tops, so that's from Uniqlo, and they're my thermals, they're brilliant. My ultralight down jacket, my wool neck wrap for when I'm riding, a spare pair of fly gloves, thermal gloves for sleeping in the tent at night, but when it's super cold I'll put my possum gloves on. My toed socks so I can get out of the tent at night to go do a wee and put my thongs on, and it just keeps the mozzies at bay and keeps your tootsies warm. A pair of bikinis, a cotton wool scarf so when I'm riding out in the desert the dust still comes up under my helmet, so I'll wrap that around my neck and that stops that filters the dust out. Stupid coronavirus face mask just in case, a nice warm beanie, just a little quick cap, and that's it. So those ones will go in my backpack. And that's basically it. That's my entire clothes. That's the size of it. And then I keep in this little one my polar fleece jumper and tracky pants for when I get to camp. Kind of know that's my current clothes. That's it. So that's the whole lot. These handy little bags. My Cedar Summit Eros Premium Deluxe Air pillow. It's the biggest and highest one that you can buy. I love a full-size pillow. So this is my Air mattress. It's a Cedar Summit Ethelite XT, large size though, and it comes packed up in its pump sack, so that's its normal size, but I don't pack that individually. I pack it all together with the pillow and the mattress and the fitted sheet. I'll show you how. So the pump sack just plugs into the mattress like so, and 4 full bags, and that entire mattress is blown up. I can't remember what brand it is, but it was a sleeping bag liner, and I converted it to a fitted sheet. So it just slides over the entire mattress, and the corners tuck underneath like a fitted sheet. So that's the entire kit set up, and the sleeping bag is a Cedar Summit Ascent AC1, rated to -4 as being the average, with a 750 loft. It's got zips on both sides. It opens out completely to a quilt, or you can just unzip the foot box, and it's got an inside little secret pocket zip, and it's got the hood, but most times I just have it unzipped and use it as a quilt, and I sleep on this straight on my sheet with my pillow. But when I pack the whole lot up, the whole lot goes in one bag, not individual bags. I'll show you. So in the morning I would just undo that air latch, put them together, and the pump bag on top, sleeping bag on top, and then I'll fold the whole lot in half and then roll it from the foot all the way up to the top, so any excess air is going to come out of these 2 plugs at the top. And the whole lot just packs up to that. So that's just all the ancillary stuff, easy reach. In the top bag, lightweight, my towel, my 6-litre Cedar Summit water bag, the Motec bag, just my winter gloves, everything just lightweight, super compact, and top bag. This is just all lightweight stuff and auxiliary stuff, except for the towel. So that's my chamois towel in a, again, compression dry sack. My 6-litre Cedar Summit water bladder for when I do need extra water. My Dry Rider winter waterproof gloves, and just a little bag that I use when I go to town, a spare compression dry sack. Now this is a cracker, my SW Motec 30-litre bag. It's kind of a backpack, compression, dry sack. So I use this for everything when I'm taking my washing to the laundromat and bringing it back dry. At a caravan park, when I go to have a shower, I put everything in here and carry that to the, the toilets and the bathrooms. If I'm collecting wood or kindling, if I go do food shopping, just so many things, and that just rolls up and that goes back in this little gadget bag here in the top bag. So this is the contents of my backpack. This is probably my 3rd backpack on this journey, and this is by far the best one. It's a Black Wolf Arrow 20, and it's the only one I've been able to find that comes with a waterproof cover. None of the other backpacks I've got were waterproof, and that was a pain in the ass. I really needed a waterproof one. It's got a top clip plus around the waist clip. It's lightweight, it's rugged, and plenty of compartments. So in my backpack I have my chocolate bullets, so always lollies and chocolates, mixed nuts and beef jerky, can of deodorant, beanie, cap, the stupid corona mask, the Stop the Bleed rat pack. So this was from Med Response, Rider Rat Pack, and it's got the tourniquet in there. So if I ever get have an accident on the bike. This is always handy. Great little pack from Janine. Thank you, Janine, for that. Awesome. Wipes, and I always carry all my electronics. So they're all my little electronics. So when I get off the bike, that's all in my bag. And if I want to go for a hike in a mountain or a gorge or whatever, I will take that with me, and it's got all my valuable stuff in it. And my cup, of course. I love my wine cup, coffee cup, non-breakable, but I always keep it in here. So if I go through town and I quickly buy an avocado, I can shove that avocado in there. It's not going to get squashed. So that's the contents of my backpack. So these are all my electrical appliances and gadgets that all charge from my dual USB on my bike. My GoPro Hero 8 Black. I have 4 batteries in total. The card reader, 2 64 gig SD cards and the 128 that's in there now. So 3 cards in total. The little carry bag that I put all the GoPro stuff on it, I identified that with a lanyard. Then another little electrical bag for all my charging cables. My old iPhone 8 Plus that I actually use as my GPS on the bike. And that Bluetooths my Garmin to it. I'll go into more detail about that later. That's my Garmin Explorer Plus, hooked up to the satellite network on a recreational plan, $50 a month. So that's my satellite connection. This phone also has an Optus card, and the iPhone 11 that I'm shooting with now, iPhone 11 Pro Max, 256 gig, and this phone has the Telstra card. So Telstra, Optus, satellite. My BioLite Camp little charging light, that's solar chargers plus USB, and it has the red on there as well. The red light, the green light, the blue light, and the white light. But I like the red light because it doesn't kill your night vision. My Steri pen, it's an ultraviolet water purifier. So just recently bought that. That's gold. That's its case. And just bought this from Bronte Park not long ago. It's a battery backup charger, Arvo, 6000. So it does work. It just takes forever. The solar panels aren't that crash hot. So it takes forever to build up. So I've got to find a top of the range one, see what works. And my LED Lenser camp headlamp. So this is really, really a good one. So again, that's got the red, the green, and the blue, and the white light. 4 different zooms, and so bright, goes for miles. Plus you can zoom the beam in and out. And then the GoPro connects to my helmet with the Pro Shot mount, which is absolute gold. That thing just does not move off the helmet, and it mounts super well, and it's just so secure. And with the GoPro at the front of the helmet like that, all I do, I don't use an internal speaker for my vids. I just crack the helmet just the slightest bit when I ride, and that's enough for the GoPro to pick up my voice and nice and clear. And I think, you know, the back of it acts as a windbreak, so I don't get that horror wind noise. You'll notice on my videos, if there is horror wind noise, it's because I'm turning sideways into the wind, and that kind of muffles it. But if you talk with it down, it's too muffled. If it's all the way open, there's too much wind noise. But if you just crack it the slightest bit, just like that, it'll pick it up mint. And then I've got my Freecom 4 with the Cardo speakers. That's not for, you know, Bluetoothing to talk to anyone else, but it's for listening to my music. And that Bluetooth to my Spotify folder on my phone. So what else? That's it. So I'll go into more detail about the maps and that I use in a separate little segment. So these are all the bags: kitchen, pantry, laundry, cooking, bathroom. This is how it all packs into the pannier. It'll actually fit in like that, like a jigsaw, in one whole pannier. And all of that fits in this one pannier. Okay, so that's everything packed up in that pannier: kitchen, bathroom, laundry, food, pantry, tea, coffee, everything, plus the 1.5 litre waters on both sides. This is my bathroom. Cosmetics. Kathmandu cosmetic case, got a little hideaway clip. It's quite solid. It doesn't fold into itself when it's hanging up. That's what I love about it. It's a bit tough and rugged. That's for when my grey hairs are coming through. Shampoo, conditioner, SP50 with a tint, a night cream, hand cream, deodorant, tissues, makeup removing wipes, earbuds, soap in a container with the glove, my little wash gloves, just nice to have a scrub. Panty liners, hair ties, nail clippers, tweezers, scissors. These are great, these little picks. They're also good for cleaning out the contact section on your phone. When your iPhone gets a bit of dust in it and it's not charging properly, you clean it out with that. They're brilliant. Nail files, a few lip stains with the glosses, lipstick, mascara, eyebrow pencil, perfume, little compact brush, toothbrush, toothpaste, and flossers. And that whole lot packs up into that bag. Another packet of normal wipes for when I don't have access to a shower. And that's everything in the one bag. That's it. So this is a typical week's food, and it all depends if I'm traveling where there's, you know, food locally available or if I'm sort of off the grid. But generally there would be a week's food. This is a Kathmandu cosmetic case that I bought on sale, and everything fits in there. So typically hydrolytes, fruit straps when I can't get fresh fruit, miso soups, pumpkin soups, muesli bars, nuts, cheese that doesn't need to be put in the fridge and it goes great on fig crackers. My breakfast biscuits, I turn every second one around so they don't all melt together. My chocolate and lolly supply, dehydrated meals. I love the roast lamb and veggies are my favourite. Crackers, I'd normally have sardines in here as well, but the crackers I'd do avocado with tuna or sardines and oysters. The mee goreng 2-minute noodles, Uncle Ben's rice, and these instant John West tuna meals, and my beef jerky. So all of that fits in there. The fruit goes in a lunchbox in my top bag. Tea, coffee, sugar bag. And so this is what it starts out at. I use the Coffee Mate instead of the skim milk, because the skim milk, as soon as it gets a bit of moisture in it, it kind of curdles, but the Coffee Mate doesn't. And that also turns out as great milk if you're using muesli and cereal. So in the bag, and I use these tough Reuse Me snap lock bags because they just don't bust. They're more durable. So the Coffee Mate, my raw sugar, coffee, and I'll always use a good instant coffee, but a darker roast because you use less, so it lasts a distance. Cedar Summit spoon and tea bags and instant cappuccinos and stevia in case I ever run out of sugar. And that whole lot fits in here as well. So that is basically my entire food collection. And the whole lot packs up as simple as that. All my food supplies. Everything fits into this bag. So a pop-up Cedar Summit little bowl cum cup, so they're good for 2-minute noodles and keeping your stuff warm and it doesn't leak. Washing powder, I buy extra of these if I find them at a caravan park, because you'll always come across places that don't have it. Washing detergent, scourers, fork, knife, spoon, my Jetboil Zip, and you can take the cup off. I bought the extended piece that sits in there, and then if I need to cook messy food, I use my pot, so 1.5 litre pot. So I use that for digging holes and cooking messy food in, because I don't want to contaminate the Teflon inside here. I just use that purely for boiling water, for the dehydrated meals, for my coffee, for my miso soups. But any messy cooking is done in this pot. Then I can clean it in a river, whatever. So that's tough as, and I sterilise my water in that from a river or a creek. Always carry a spare Jetboil one, so when that one runs out, I know I've got another full one, and that gives me another town to find a replacement one. And the Jetboil variety burns hotter and lasts longer than the green ones. That's the cup that goes at the bottom of the Jetboil and the lid for the Jetboil. Cedar Summit washing line, these have got these fantastic little beads on them so they pinch on your clothes and your clothes don't fall off when they're drying. Packet of wipes, tissues, and Mozzie coils. So that's my entire kitchen and laundry. So the entire Jetboil kit packs into itself, the whole lot. Then I just put it into this bag. And the whole lot just fits in like a little jigsaw. It just sits on top and zip it up. And that's my kitchen bag. Just a good size kitchen laundry bag. Okay, so this is everything that's going into my left-hand pannier. So I don't use proper pannier liners. I just use heavy-duty bin lining bags, and they weren't mint. So that's my two-man tent, my deck chair, my hammock, my knick-knack and first aid bag, and my 3 metre by 3 metre fly. Then in the 2 outer pockets, I've got 1.5 litres of water, 1.5 litres of water, and my chain cleaner. And that's it. So that's the pannier packed. Just got to go on the bike. So this is the Spartan 2 tent. Now, I don't pack it up the way that they pack it up in their bags. You know, I've got to mess with things and do it my way. But I use this Cedar Summit event. It's a waterproof compression dry sack. And then the pegs and poles just simply go in my top bag. So they're a lot safer there. But yeah, I actually fold mine up differently to the way that they do it, and just to make it more compact. So I'll show you how I do that. So that's what it packs down to, like next to nothing. And it's a compact, dry compression bag. So if you've got to pack it up when it's wet, it's not going to wet everything else in your pannier. That's it. And then the tent pole and peg bag just goes in my top bag. So this is my little compact deck chair. So it's a combination of the tough cover and the tough bag, but with the lightweight frame. So the benefits of this one is that's the lightweight frame, but that's the tougher cover of the heavier version, and it's just a lot more tougher and more resilient, and the mozzies don't bite through me, and it actually offers just that lot more warmth on your back at night when you're sitting around a campfire. And normally the really super lightweight ones, the cold breeze comes all the way through, but this heavy duty one is so much better for that, and it's got a little side pocket as well, and just so easy and compact, and it takes 2 seconds to put up. Wilderness equipment, reinforced, siliconized 3 metre by 3 metre fly. It's got 8 connecting points with the little ropes. I've just put on the aluminium clips to make it easier, but they all roll up and plug into their own little corner, and that makes it even more secure. Packs up into this Kathmandu little compression waterproof sack. And this is my hammock. It's just a cheap Chinese $30 hammock with a fly. I've just done a bungee cord on the top to hold the fly up, so that stretches all the way through. I just put these little keyring loops on the lightweight aluminium clips, so that just clips around a tree onto itself, and that holds the fly off you. On the ends, I spread the head part out, the shoulder part out, so it's not all bunched up. And I just put all my own aftermarket straps and clips on it to either wrap this side around one tree and that side around another tree, or wrap it around a big thick tree, or wrap it around a horizontal log. Just so many ways you can do it. But the foot part is still all bunched up, and again, just my own straps and quick release clips. And that packs up tiny. It's nothing. So that's the size of the hammock, and everything's in compression dry sacks, because if you've got to pack something up wet, you don't want it to make everything else in your panniers wet. So that's it. That's the hammock. So this was just a cheap $10 sort of cosmetic case from Kmart in the cosmetic section. And this is what's in it. I'll spread it all out. So in my knick-knack bag, everything goes in there. I've got a spare USB dual charger. So everything I've done on my bike is SAE plugs, so that just plugs in and out. That's actually got a voltmeter on it. So that's a spare in case the other one shits itself, because I really need to be able to charge appliances. Spare SAE cable, my motorbike logbook, every conceivable bandage and wipes and steri strips. Tramadol, just in case when I broke my hand. I got a script for this. Didn't end up using them, but they gave me one when I was in hospital, and that was mint for painkiller, so that would be an absolute emergency. Allergy tablets in case you get bitten by a wasp or a bee or something along those lines. Ibuprofen. I don't get headaches and stuff like that, so I don't often use Panadol or anything like that. Water purifying tablets. When you do get run down, you sometimes get a cold sore coming up, so cold sore cream, eye drops, splinter picks, bandage clips. That's those straps that you put around broken fingers. 3 rolls of bandages, burn aid from the exhaust in case you burn your hand on the exhaust, Voltaren cream, Stingo's gel, I use that one the most, a credit card thing with fishing line and a hook wrapped around it, band-aid tape, spare lighter, a flint, that's for fixing up the screws on your little reading glasses or sunglasses, zip pullers, spare lanyard, my spare quad lock universal mount, GoPro attachments, Velcros, Gear Aid patches. These are all Gear Aid and Cedar Summit patches for the air mattress and all that sort of stuff. And that's the seam sealing glue. That is brilliant for everything. Emergency blanket, foil in case I catch a trout or something like that. An emergency, cook it in the fire. And a spare rubbish bag. All of that, it's in there. And the whole lot just packs in there like that. And then zip it up. And that's it. That's my knick-knack first aid kit. Dry sack compression. Add to the pile. And this is my tank bag. So this is actually a like a motocross bum bag. So it's just a Moto Dry Bum Bag Eco Series ZX8-2. And so it's got the 2 outside pockets, this pocket, and then the big inside pocket. And I just strap this around, sort of weave it in front of my tank. I've got a lock on there, so if I've got to go into the shops, I can just lock this main top bag and just don't put anything valuable in these ones. So this is what's in it. So in that pocket, I've got my visor wipes and a spare couple of fully charged GoPro batteries. In the front pocket, I normally put this iPhone 11 and a pen and the notepad. In this side pocket is Suvert cream for bites and scratches and lip balm and a packet of tissues. And then in the middle main compartment is spare gaffer tape. That's got my spare brake light globe in there, and I've taped it in there to protect it. My pocket knife, my multi-tool, spare hair ties, the valve tool when you go to those truck stops and get air and you can't get the valve thing in properly, you just screw that on to give you the angle. My tyre gauge lever, my monocular, spare pair of reading glasses, fuel filter for using at the Bowser's old service stations, my throttle lock, my slime mini compressor, pen, notepad, and bloody mozzie protection, sunblock, and my possum gloves. And that whole lot fits in my tank bag, so that's kind of all stuff that I'll use regularly. That's it. That's everything in there, all packed up, and I've got plenty of room to bloody chuck my wallet in there and a sandwich from a servo or something, lollies, chocolates, muesli bars, packet of wipes, plenty of room.